Hello, felt like playing some Vanessa today. We are rapidly approaching the end of the season, but there is a topic I wanted to discuss before getting into a game today, spurred on by the most recent hotfix. So the hotfix on July 17th, which changed a lot of items like nerfing Buster, Caracal, etc., included this single short sentence which has a surprising amount of ramifications for how the game is played. So it says slightly reduce the rate of gold tier and diamond tier items. What does that mean? Well, gold tier items start appearing from day 6 onwards, as do diamond tier items, but their chances are very small. And then as you get into the later days, the chances of bronze basically disappears, and then gold slowly becomes larger than silver, and then diamond becomes larger and larger until I think they end up at a fixed rate from sort of day 10 onwards. But this very single sentence innocuous change of reducing the rate of gold tier items and diamond tier items has a lot of impacts for a lot of characters. It's no surprise for Vanessa that this is quite a huge change. A lot of Vanessa's late game builds rely on pivoting to gold items. Think your Tortuga, Ballista, Primordial, Cannonade, Lighthouse, etc. But this change of reducing the rate of gold tier items specifically means that those pivots come later and later. Before you'd potentially see your Primordial as early as day 6 if you're lucky, but 7 or 8 more likely. But now it's less likely for that to happen. This is a page on BazaarDB which logs the shop item tier odds by day, and this is not this is just data they've collated from runs. This is not like official, because as far as I'm aware, the devs haven't ever released the official drop rates, especially not for the new season. So this is like our best guess based on people's runs, the data they've collected. So as you can see, on day 6, when gold items first appear, the chance of seeing a gold item is like near 7%. On day 7, it's 20%. Only on day 8 has it become, close to 50%, that in a shop you'll either see, there's near a 50% chance you'll see a gold item or a silver item. What this means is that your build that comes from the mid game now has to survive for perhaps 2 more days than usual that it would have. No longer can you just play a random burn build, get to day 6 and then hard pivot to Lighthouse or Powder Keg or Cannonade or Primordial. Your build needs to be a lot more competent to survive a few more days. It was very common, I should say, after the hotfix that I found myself getting to day 6 and then losing a couple of PvP fights here because I was expecting to pivot, but the pivots didn't appear. And I was left with a pretty weak board that I was expecting to get out of quickly. So gameplay-wise, what does that mean for, the average run of a Vanessa player? Well, it means that once you come out of the early days, sort of like after day 3, you need to be finding a strong silver item to build your board around that can last day 5, 6, 7, 8, with the potential to pivot after that. So if we look at Vanessa's silver items, these are mediums and larges only. This is the kind of cast of characters we have to see and try and fit our builds around. So something like Arbalist, Cauterizing Blade, obviously you have Cybersai, Anglerfish, EDC, Flagship, Oni Mask for burn builds, Pufferfish, Scimitar of course, Shark Ray for your aquatic friends build, and maybe even Submarine if you believe in that, Torpedo, Trebuchet, and even Weatherglass. These are the kind of items that you need to start hunting for on day 4, maybe even as early as day 3, but day 4 onwards, to focus your build around, to try and get you, help you survive the next 4 days, and then eventually pivot with the items you have in your inventory. And this affects all characters unilaterally. Some characters don't rely on gold items as much as others. Stell, for example, is really reliant on gold items to form her late game builds, kind of like Vanessa is. And so this is the kind of play pattern changes we're going to see from now on, at least till the end of the season. Who knows, maybe they'll revoke this change with a new patch. But at the very least, if you're working hard to get into Legend by the end of the season, I think picking up on this kind of change to your play pattern will hopefully help you stop bleeding losses in the sort of mid-game and allow you to close out those games much more successfully. So with that in mind, let us jump into a run and see what we can do. My early game is still very much the same. I'll try and play weapons if I can. There are items that you can, there are silver items that you can take all the way to the end game. Flagship, Scimitar, Cyber Sight, etc. But a lot of them you're going to want to pivot out of. Anyway, my approach very much is I'm going to try and find Shark Claws, anything that can give me Shark Claws. Otherwise, I'll be happy for, a weapon build that scales with something like Switchblade, Honing Steel, or I think Shrimp, as much as I like to rag on that guy, I think Shrimp is a really quite strong option for at least the first 3 days, if not more, if you find support for it. I don't really like Catfish just because I think Poison is pretty weak right now. A lot of defensive builds are playing regen, so Mac and Jules. It does beat people like Dooley, who's shield core, but apart from those scenarios, most builds are just going to try and shoot you first, and the poison amount you can stack before they kill you is quite minimal. So I think of the two builds that try to, slowly build up a damage over time from Shrimp and Catfish, I think Shrimp is much more powerful because it does damage and burn as well, so you're scaling sort of two offensive values. Anyway, let's just click Nautica and try and play the game a little bit. I will take Barnacuda, I will take Catfish. Will I take the Ambergris? It's a bit expensive, I don't think so. Don't mind Coral here, and I will take Narwhal. Kind of wish I'd taken the Ambergris now, but it's okay. Ammo is super nice just for getting 2 Hex on this Catfish early, so I will hold on to it. Not super interested in Pyro, so I'll just get to Viper for now. We are, of course, in the Cult event, so on day 6, Cult is guaranteed. I think if you want to have fun, just click Cult. If you're trying to win, you shouldn't always click Cult. Maybe we can discuss it when it comes, but we'll see. I don't really want to take skill yet, because my board is kind of meh. Like, I could potentially win with this Catfish and Barnacuda with 2 ammo, but if I get another haste for Catfish, I'll be a lot happier. I will take all of these. This is great for weapons. Catfish upgrade is obviously nice. Jellyfish is great. The roll is quite expensive here, though, and I'll only be able to buy 1 item, so I'm not going to bother. We'll take the Enchanted Small. If it's a Catfish, I'll be happy. Otherwise, we'll just have to see what it is. Heavy Ambergris, Heavy Bilgeworm, or Toxic Hand Axe. This does nothing for me and probably won't be useful, relevant long term. This does something for me by giving my items +1 poison and has potential long term. Ambergris is obviously only really going to be used as a value scaling, so I don't think I want to put it on board. I want to try and win today as much as possible. Not super excited to get ammo here. Unless I can literally find a Barnacuda upgrade, I'm not really going to play anything on board. So potentially we just do something like this. Put as much poison on the board as we can and pray. So I'm just going to go to the fountain, take the 4, and just hold on to this value for now. Darts is a great weapon for weapons build. This is like an insane weapon. 3-second cooldown, and every 3rd hit just does 50% extra damage. So this is a great weapon if I do end up going back to weapons. And none of these items I'm really interested in playing, so let's do it. So I paid 4 gold and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold worth of value, plus this is a generator, so Wishing Fountain almost always pays you back. Obviously you're spending your money for random items, but as far as an econ node, it's pretty good. Mac is a pretty bad matchup for me. He's got 3 skills already for some reason. But he's not regen, which would have been my worst case scenario. It's a lot of burn though. I do have a bit of heal, so maybe I can cheese my way out of this. Catfish is doing a lot of poison. Hate to see the freeze on the Catfish there. Maybe my 4 heal will be enough to get me out of here. Yeah, should be good. 50 poison already, thanks to this going twice. Is very nice. Having a silver Catfish early definitely makes it a lot more viable. We could potentially just play around this Catfish for a while, using the Coral to give us some healing, so that's what I'm thinking of. Could still just play Shark Claws if I see it, but we're going to try and shop a bit cleverly here. I will go to Andy just because small aquatic items improve my Coral. Still looking for guys like Zorsid. Any of these upgrades would be nice, so let's see. We'll just put the burn on this guy for now. I don't really want to upgrade the Narwhal because I don't plan to play it. Flying Fish is great. I can now play a sort of haste aquatics build, so if we think back to those silver items I mentioned, I will actually tap back here for a second. So I've got the sort of haste friends package, so that means I could play Arbalist, because it is a haste activator. It scales of haste, same with Cauterizing Blade. Obviously Shark Ray and Pufferfish are great for aquatic friends. Sea Dog Saloon would be nice with that kind of build. Torpedo scales of aquatics as well. So these are the kind of things I'm thinking of. It's probably not worth digging for these items now, because if you look at the odds for a silver item on day 2, 13%, so there's no point going to every shop and praying for one of these items to appear. But day 3, not bad, but day 4 above, my odds of finding a silver item are very high, so I need to be saving my money and shopping for those days. That's what I'm thinking of, at least. Anyway, back to the game. We'll take out the Pop Snappers. We'll roll, because these are all cheap. None of these I'm excited to see. Kina's pretty good, but I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold. I'm not really willing to send anything else. I'm just going to take Farai as a econ node. And I'm just going to take whatever is offered as silver. So I've got 2 silver options. One is Kina. So I know I can't see Kina for the rest of the day, because she appeared on the left for this hour. So maybe not worth going to her. And Mittel, I probably will visit. This sells for 4 gold. It's the most gold I can get, so I'm pretty happy to take this package. We'll just flip everything now. Go to Mittel. I know I don't take Aetheryte because I'm doing poison damage, which won't strip her shield, so I'm definitely not fighting her. Borea is for a weapons build, which I'm not going for, so I'll just go to Crab. Crab has one of the best skills in the game. So I'm happy to see it. Even I don't mind taking the seashell because I have a few aquatic items, so not bad for me. I would like to have a more reliable haste, so extra ammo for the Barracuda would be nice, or someone else next to this person giving haste would be good. In whatever form that may be.
See that flank?
See what we get. Okay, Citrus that sells for 2, not the most exciting. Would love to see Mittel here. Do I want to go to JJ? His reroll is cheap. Thing is, skills don't super do anything for me here. I will go to JJ, I'll have a look. None of these I'm excited to see. I might buy a small illusory ray. I think it might be time to sell this darts to get out of it. Don't think I'm going to be playing weapons here. Even Marlin is not bad for if I do end up seeing Shark Ray, etc. Because he hands out flying, and flying fish will haste itself every time an item is flying. So if my entire board eventually starts flying, it will be a lot of haste triggers here. So if I want to put it on board, I'll have to sell 2 space. So, and in reality, it'll have to be 3 if I plan to keep the fishing net. So I think probably time for fishing net to go for now. We'll take the flying fish. Also, we'll take the marlin. Did get the friend gold option, so I'll take that. 9 gold is pretty hard to pass up. Don't really want to go to Curio right now. He's pretty expensive. And I don't really have the gold to buy anything useful from him, so I'm just going to take the small friend. Hope it's a good, useful guy. It was not. And we have to build our board. Jules is a pretty bad matchup for me. If she is regen stacking, I just straight up lose. So there's not much I can do about that. With that in mind, I'll just put the flying fish on board and pray. If this is a bad matchup and we lose, so be it. I do put up a decent amount of poison quickly, but if this is any competent Jules board, she's just going to put a little regen down and I lose. And there, we have all these regen items. She's got 3 silver items as well, which is all for luck. She's got this good skill, but I'm not really scared of it, so that's okay. Keeps slowing my catfish, which is annoying. Okay, luckily it wasn't a scaling regen build with things like prep table. It's just flat regen, so I'd set to have bigger numbers than her, and I did. There we go. Burrito. Okay, day 3 now. My odds of seeing a silver item are close to 50%, not quite yet. I think it's like 30%. So we'll keep shopping. Now, Pufferfish and Shark Ray are very much on the table. This is great. This is quite an expensive upgrade for an item I'll probably not play. It does give my coral 1, though. Which might be relevant. I'll take it, because it's bronze. Not interested in playing Anglerfish, even if it's on discount. This upgrade is not worth it. It's 4 for Marlin. It only increases the crit chance he hands out, so I'm not interested in that. I will just take this for the coral. It also does give extra base poison, which is nice. That might be relevant. Kino will see. So this is another haste for my catfish, which could be relevant. I'd love to get both of these. In fact, I'd love to get all 3 of these. So I need at least 10 gold here, which is fine. So first we buy this. This is free, but does increase my coral by 1, so definitely worth buying, if not to just buy sell. Then put the fishing rod. We can do something like this now. So now my catfish will be constantly hasted throughout the fight. I just have to live the fight, which is its own problem. I think I can take Corsair here. He does put up burn, but his burn values and his region values don't ever go up, so I just need a decent amount of healing. Coral's already healing for 90, which is pretty much makes me invincible, right? And eventually my poison on the catfish will outscale the amount of region he does, so I think we'll be fine. And the six region from the citrus is saving me. So now my poison is already more than the region I will ever get, so we get the D10. If he gives me the tropical island, I'll be in a tough spot because I don't have a lot of space. I'll probably have to sell the package, but we'll see. Nothing to worry about. An item I'm not going to use. Do get an upgrade here. Not the best upgrades, to be honest. This pet rock's probably not going to see the world anymore. Nothing I super want to upgrade. It would have either been catfish, Barracuda, or coral. I could upgrade this to hand out. I assume it gives more poison. Anyway, probably not worth it. None of these items really get better yet, so I think I'm just going to take the silver here. Actually, hope it's good. It's not good, but that's gold as well. So with this extra gold, I'm happy to go shop a bit more. I will sell the vents and take up the Zorsid. This is 2 for my coral, so I'll take it. A bit poor now, so I don't think I want to buy any of these. Not interested in going to Cult. I'll just take a Silver Friend. Extra Narwhal is actually nice. So we keep going. We can get rid of this guy, and I might just put in the Illusion Ray to do a lot of slow. This is 3 2-second slows every 6 seconds, which is pretty good. Pet Rock is on the chopping block. Karnok, pretty tough. He can be more aggressive than me, and he could also out-heal me. I don't think he can out-heal me, but if he's a very, very aggressive build, it could be spooky. Let's see. I'm healing for 130 every 5, so that's pretty good. This is not a very fast damaging build, but he will eventually do a lot of damage. The only source of slow outside of the net itself is the bat, but his damage does go up considerably by this. Let's see. Just in the nick of time, my heal gave me a bit of time to survive there, and the poison got through. But as you can see, this is getting a bit spooky now. Now is day 4, my chance of seeing a silver item is like near 50%, so I'm going to start shopping aggressively here. Smalls I'm actually not super interested in. Shrimp! But I will go to Andy for now. This upgrade would be nice. This is pretty expensive now for an item I'm not super reliant on for its damage, so not going to do it. None of these I'm super excited for either. I will go to Isla only because she can give me Shark Ray, and her roll is not that expensive. Definitely not going to play around Submarine. There is Shark Ray. Happy, 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 happy. So let's start thinking about what the Shark Ray build looks like. Let's go bring him into the fold. Now we can start playing with Shark Ray. So Shark Ray wants me to haste my friends. So Jellyfish and Flying Fish self-haste whenever someone next to them triggers. Jellyfish just needs it to be an aquatic item, and Flying Fish just needs it to be flying. And Marlin's going to start flying my entire board eventually. So I just want a lot of fast triggers. So Narwhal, having a dupe Narwhal is great because they're both very fast triggers. And then I think this is good for now. This is my generator. Keep Coral for now. Keep Zorsid for now. Keep Illusion Ray for now. Everything else I'm happy to sell. I do know these items. So anyway, let's take a fight. Teacher gives me the 1 and 5 for the Book of Secrets, which I'll happily take. Hellbilly gives a lot of gold. My gold situation is kind of poor now, so I'm just going to go for the most expensive payout. Don't really want anything from this guy. I mean, Crash Ticket is nice. Someone left a comment on my a stream I uploaded, saying that now that day 6 is not good for finding pivots, is Crash Site better now? And I think that's a good point, actually. Before, Vanessa would really hate to skip day 6 just because it's the first time you can see gold items, so you can it might be the time to pivot into your late game build. But now with the odds of seeing a gold item on day 6 being 3%, it might be better just to go to Crash Site if you can afford to. So if we get the ticket, it might be a Crash Site game. Okay, never mind. All that yapping and it didn't even get the ticket, so it's fine. Okay, I'm just trying to find any skill that will make my board better. Bloodhound is pretty good, but this is also pretty good as well. It's kind of close. This is 1 aquatic item haste, which is not a lot. Bloodhound will have more broad effect.
I'm proud of you.
We'll just go to JJ. I would love to see a pufferfish now. This opens up Primordial late game, so it might be worth buying. So we'll sell this. Definitely want this. No, I'm going to buy Crest here. I'm going to move on, because JJ's charging me for the roll. We'll take the gold, or I'll take the Mountain Pass because it's an econ node. I need to sell something to make space. I think it will have to be my Coral now. It served us well, but now I'm going full aggro here. Hoping to explode someone before they explode me. Let's see.
When we are finished, may I dissect you for study?
Mac with the already enchanted Apothecary. Slows could brutalize me here, but he's doing poison damage, which, as we've already alluded to, is pretty slow. So I will hopefully outscale him. It's a lot of poison now, but if my Marlon ever crits, we should do a lot of damage. So pretty good. I'm still not spamming a lot of haste triggers. I think Catfish and Barnacuda are kind of doing nothing here. So if I can get a Pufferfish in here, that'd be great, because I can put Pufferfish in between the Jellyfish and the Flying Fish, and it will just charge itself for the amount of triggers it's handing out. And Friends is exactly the vendor I want to see. I will take this upgrade now, just because I am playing this board. I could potentially even play a Piranha here. It might be doing more than the Catfish. We can actually test with the next fight. I will just put a shield on here, because I don't really want to use it for anything else. Grab this guy. Sea Shadow can maybe be played with Friends boards. I could potentially just get rid of Catfish and Barnacuda and play Sea Shadow. I don't think it's better, though. And he's an expensive guy. There's the Pufferfish, though. We'll take the Zorset upgrade. And I will definitely put the Pufferfish into the fold. So let's get rid of these two guys. Let's grab the old Pufferfish. Catfish has served us well, but I don't really want him on board anymore. He's a bit too slow. He requires scaling from self-haste, so I don't really care for that. So we can throw him to the wolves now, unfortunately. Let's just put this guy in. So I want the Pufferfish between Jellyfish and Flying Fish. So when the Pufferfish goes off, it'll trigger this guy to haste and this guy to haste themselves, which will charge the Pufferfish 4 seconds. As the cooldown of this goes down, it will eventually, charge 2/3 of its cooldown. Right now it's only charging half of its cooldown. But if I put 2 guys either side as well, it won't form a permanent loop, but it'll be close enough for now. I could go to Colt just to find an ammo upgrade, but I'm going to start saving my gold, and I don't need to here. I'll just go for weapon. Mech Moles. I don't hate Illusory with this kind of friend setup, but considering I have 2 Narwhals, I definitely don't need it for a Tortuga board, so that's fine. Anyway, let's just take some fights. Duelist is okay. I mean, this skill is not bad. He does give a reroll as well. Trooper gives this haste, which is okay. I can give that to my Barnacuda. And he gives ammo as well and crit, so probably him. I think I probably can take Scoville, but I don't need him for the over level, and I'd rather get the rewards from the Trooper, so that's the plan now. Not bad, still a bit slow. Pufferfish upgrade would be nice. Marlon takes a lot of space for the amount of slow triggers he's not handing out. But we'll keep going. I'm just going to take loot here. Every ammo I get, it makes Barnacuda more and more playable on board, so that's my desire. Let's give him the burn. We'll take the skill upgrade, because my only skill is Bloodhound, and I'd love to upgrade it. We'll have a look in Sylvia. Pretty rich for now, so I don't mind it. Either I'm blind or I haven't seen Mittel again yet, but that's okay. Anyway, Jules with 1 less win than me should be okay. I have poison to go through a shield build, and I have a decent amount of damage over the top. Not sure what this is. Can't really tell what Jules' items do. So it's regen scaling, but I can't tell where her damage is coming from yet. Let's see. It's a defensive build, which I have enough scaling to beat. So the question is, obviously, if I eventually find Tortuga, yippee, I win. But what if I don't find Tortuga, right? What if I keep losing and never find Tortuga? Well, there are other ways to play this build. So I have I can play around pufferfish. Okay, I'm not going to take Colt here, by the way, because I'm winning way too... I'm unbeaten, so throwing away my good board right now would be foolish. I think if you are behind, you should pick Colt. Even if you're ahead, if your board doesn't have a good direction, you're kind of just winning with random nonsense. You can kind of leverage the tempo of your wins to click Colt, maybe lose maybe lose today and maybe the next day as you try and turn your Colt board into something. You can leverage your early wins to give you like a buffer to kind of lose with your Colt. But since I am ahead and I have a board that has a clear direction, it's enough from me. Anyway, my plan is to go Tortuga ideally. I can obviously miss and never see it, so I can play with Pufferfish and Shark Ray as its scaler. I can have Piano, which Piano is an item which, when you use a friend, haste that friend. So I can make Pufferfish charge itself with activation and just make Pufferfish spam and spam and spam and kill the opponent. It's kind of a tempo build. It does fall behind because it relies on Pufferfish getting a defensive enchant ideally, but is playable. Could find Primordial. I kind of have the setups for Primordial and probably need dive weights and maybe a lighter, and then I'm more comfortable to just turn into Primordial. So those are the kind of things in the back of my head if I don't see Tortuga. I'm now going to shop pretty aggressively. My odds of finding Tortuga are still pretty low, but I kind of want to start to set myself up with that kind of build. Do I want to play Sea Dog Saloon here? Problem with Sea Dog Saloon is that it has a 6-second start time. I can make that 5-second by putting Bernacuda next to it, which is okay. It does spam a lot of triggers as well. It might just be better than relying on Marlon for now. So what would the board be? That's what I need to think of. It would be something like this. And then this would be my Sea Dog Saloon, and then this would be the Bernacuda. Honestly, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze though. Bidsworth can give me large items, so I'll have a look. The odds, again, of finding gold up are pretty low. But I have a lot of gold saved up, leveraging my win. We'll go to Lone Shark. He gave me a gold Shark Ray, so I'll happily throw this one out and put the gold one in. And this guy really doesn't put up a fight at all. Like, I don't know. He has Cash Cannon, but I literally don't think he can make use of its effect, so it's fine. And again, my damage is pretty slow. I can definitely get bursted. I don't have any defense, so I have to keep an eye on that. Upgrading Pufferfish and Shark Ray would be ideal, so that's what I'm looking for when I go to shops. Skill would be nice. Mini Poison Burn, not really helpful. I'm not going to pass up extra damage. Plus 35 damage for all my friends is great. We'll go to Isla and find this upgrade. I will start upgrading Flying Fish. It's not much, but doubling the damage could make the difference between a lost fight and a won fight. We'll take the Marlon upgrade. Having it crit earlier, again, could make the difference between a lost fight and a won fight. There is JJ, huh? Not super excited to roll on JJ here, but we'll have a look. Dive weights is nice. We'll bring it in. And now upgrade. That's fine. Take a fight. Bronze Jewels with only 3 wins. Not super scared.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Why fight when we can feast?
No, this is a pretty spooky skill with the amount of shields she's got. It's a lot of shield, but luckily I have poison, which does beat shield here. Again, my damage is not fast here, especially with a silver pufferfish, so she could burn me first. Let's see though. A lot of upfront regen as well. Need a good crit here. There you go, pretty spooky, but as you can see, yeah. Pufferfish is starting to fall off now at silver, so I kind of need it gold. It reduces the cooldown by 1 second, which means it requires 1 less. It can mean the difference between requiring an activation or not to make it trigger. This upgrade would be nice as well, so let's keep going. Nothing I want to see here. Nothing I want to see here. Paul is okay. I can see Tortuga here. There's a gold large, but... So tomorrow the chance of seeing a large item will be close... sorry, a gold item will be essentially 50%. So that's really when I should do my shopping. But I still want to find upgrades here, so I don't mind. And I've leveraged my early victories into giving me a bank of gold I can use, so that's okay. Treasure Turtle is a great fight, only because he gives a shit ton of gold. This is 12 gold for some reason. Ticket sells for 6, obviously. This is 8 gold as well, so he's pretty rich. He's a Treasure Turtle after all. Ticket is interesting. I'd love to get my Tortuga before the ticket, so let's see. I could pick up Vermeer. I'm doing a lot of haste. I could scale, but I kind of just want a skill that makes my board useful right now. So I'm going to go to Aura and then just take anything that is useful. These aren't useful. I have to spend the roll here. Well, that's the haste scaling crit I was looking for, so I guess I'll take it.
It takes patience.
Not really any small items I'm looking for now, to be honest. I guess I could see lighter for Primordial, so I will pick it up.
Wanna buy that? I mean,
This upgrade is expensive. I don't think I'm going to do it. We'll just roll. This is great for Primordial as well. No, I don't think I need it yet. I don't think I'm going to go to Isla. I don't think I can afford a skill right now. I'm just going to save my gold and try and shop tomorrow. Getting a lot of bronze players, but I'm potentially being gifted a win here. But then I could lose to this guy. He's doing particularly well. He's got a crab skill, which is pretty annoying. Got a lot of crit. He's probably using crit core. Okay, it's launcher core, so not too spooky, but he has got a gold race Carl. I've got no gold items on board, which sucks. Hopefully we can punch through this guy. Pretty bad for me. Yeah, even with this skill, I don't think I could beat him. He's pretty crazy board of 4 gold items. I've yet to find an upgrade, which is annoying, but we'll keep shopping. Pol is great. Could have taken the upgrade there, but I can get Primordial here as well now. I don't see it still, which sucks. Mittel finally shows up. Here's your package. Oh, I sold it, didn't I? Never mind. Okay. Probably time to play piano now. So what, as you can see, piano is when you use a friend, haste it. So this way, when Pufferfish triggers, it will also give itself a haste, which is a good way to scale it. I just need to see what I need to keep here. So I probably don't need Marlin anymore. Everything else I can probably just play on board. And I can still keep for Tortuga. I'll take Car Conductor only because he gives this skill and Tortuga counts as a weapon, which is nice. He's also kind of a tough fight now that this hydrogen tank has instant activation. As you can see, pretty spooky fight all in all, but we did make it. Would really love a Pufferfish upgrade now. It'll make it a lot more playable. Get the big item, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to have to get rid of this now, just for the gold. Gonna take the aquatic item only because I need more gold and I replace my fishing rod, which is nice. Nothing I super want from Colt here. Don't want the XP either. I'm just gonna take the health for now, just to give me some time to do my damage. And I will take the fight here for the extra XP. I probably don't think I'm gonna go to the expedition tomorrow, only because I kind of need upgrades for my board. Like, I haven't found Tortuga, and Silver Pufferfish is kind of a bit too slow, unfortunately. I will get my upgrade tomorrow, sorry, my in-shot tomorrow, which is nice. But I don't really want to have to rely on this board if I don't have to. Okay, interesting. If I get a heavy piano, could potentially do some interesting stuff. Anyway, Pig with 3 wins, could be pretty spooky. If he is a slow build, I potentially have a chance. If this is squares, I think I just lose. But he is losing, so maybe we have a chance here. He did take Colt, as you can see. So everyone gets 1 Colt, but if you see the Colt pair, it means there are trying to do Colt things. He does have heavy singularity, which is spooky. Hopefully I can put enough poison. If he destroys my Pufferfish, I lose. He did destroy my thing, which is tough. But my Pufferfish is still alive here. Okay, did manage to kill him. This guy's doing some spooky stuff. But we're okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go to the temple as much as I want to. I need upgrades very badly here. My board is looking a bit dry right now. So I think I will keep the illusion. I'm just going to sell the ticket because I don't plan to go there. Let's just keep shopping for upgrades. That is not Tortuga. Can I play Ballista actually? There is potential, you know. I have 3 decent ammo items. But I don't think I want to spend 24 gold on that, so not for now. I'll have a look at cobwebs only because I have thick hide, so I could potentially find a slow item that is of use. Like this, for example. And defensive enchant on Pufferfish is nice. It gives me time to scale the Pufferfish. But it being silver really sucks. I need to give this guy something to do. Picking up the Mossy Orchid would be nice if I do end up going back to Tortuga. Jodin is also not bad for his Jodin skill. He's giving me holsters as well. It's kind of close actually. We'll go to Elite Duelist actually. This could potentially play holsters as well. Without any like slows being applied to me by my opponent, I do kind of self-charge with the pufferfish. Well, it kind of loops. But I need this upgrade, I need this upgraded. Pole could potentially still give me the Tortuga. Just give me double ballista. I could potentially play Boulder with Thick Hide. I don't have crit though, is the only problem. Also, this is so expensive. Can't overlevel, so I'm not really going to go for that anyway. Sea Dog Saloon with Thick Hide is actually interesting. Play it here, then put I might hold on to it. I don't think I want to play a Silver Sea Dog Saloon. I don't think I want to play Primordial either. Still no Pufferfish upgrade or Shark Ray upgrade, which is a bit insane.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
What is this? %24% crit. If I can dodge this crit, I should be maybe okay. Did not dodge the crit, but as you can see, my pufferfish is shielding me for a decent amount. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let's just keep shopping and trying to find items I actually want to play. I would have had a diamond ballista and a spare. We'll go to Mittel because I want either of these upgraded. If that happens or not is a separate thing. Okay, that's a nice upgrade. Starting to run out of cash now, these upgrades are expensive. I already have crit scaling, I'm just going to go to Old Zane. He gives a decent amount of good aquatic skills. This is also crit scaling, but I kind of want something a bit more useful. Getting inexorable this late is not the most useful. I need to sell 3 here, which sucks because I really want to keep the Illusory as well. It's very expensive. I'm just going to take Berserker. Not the most useful, but I really can't afford the roll there. We'll fight Tortuga. Give me Friend Zone, give me Warm Hugs. I really hate to see the gold pufferfish because I wouldn't get the shielded enchant if I replaced it. I mean, I'd pick up Tortuga. I don't know if I'd replace my current board with it right now, just because Tortuga being diamond makes it a lot more playable. Because it reduces the cooldown by 2, which is very, very good. So, we'll see. We'll think about it. Okay, don't have to think about it. We've got the cooldown skill. It's nice. We'll take Bounty Hunter, so this is Vanessa's unique event, which gives you 5 XP if you take a fight, and it's one of the freest fights in the game. These guys don't really do anything. They can also give you a wanted poster. This skill is great, it just means your opponent has 10% less health. It's obviously very nice as well.
You didn't pay us enough for this.
Decent amount of crit scaling as well. I did get the skill. And since I fought twice, I do get the overlevel here as well. Kind of want extra gold. Let's just take the gold item for now. The game is teasing me. Okay, I'll sell this, I guess. And I will go to Isla. She can give me this upgrade, which is not bad. Still on Tortuga, huh? As you can see, the gold items being rarer is really annoying. Not seeing Tortuga yet at all is very, very tough. Kind of a bad luck run in general anyway, but I won't complain. This is pretty bad. Stell with good skills who hasn't lost yet. She has... Oh, and she's got a fucking shielded hanger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose here. I say that, I do shield a lot, and I do have poison damage, but I think those damage will just like out-damage me eventually. Pretty close, actually. If I had like 1 more second, I could have killed this guy. If this was not freaking silver. Anyway. Let's keep looking for upgrades. We'll have some upgrades. This upgrade is nice. Sorry, Primordial. You've served us not at all. Finally, the Pufferfish upgrade comes in. Should hopefully make a difference. This wasn't giving me smalls. I kind of do want to see some small items. These aren't them though. This upgrade is fine actually. It might be worth replacing one of these narwhals with a Barracuda. I mean, I can get this skill from Test Subject Alpha, which is potentially useful, but I think I'll just take the Morgul off fight. Don't need to be a hero today. Gives the most golden XP, should be nice. Don't think I have to fear this fight at all. You know, my pufferfish pretty confidently goes to loot itself, so it's nice. Piano upgrade gives friends 2 seconds self haste as opposed to 1 at gold, which means the narwhals are permanently hasted, which is nice. We'll have to take an upgrade here most likely, probably just giving the pufferfish down to well, it should be 6 seconds without the cooldown reduction. Just going to take the health here. Don't really want a... Can't afford a Tortuga yet, and I don't really want a... Don't really want a gold Tortuga, and I can't afford a bronze... can't afford a diamond Tortuga, so I'm just going to take the fight now. And potentially tempo into a win. This guy did cult. Pretty spooky. Let's see what he's got. Resto Octopus with some charge stuff by using flying. Maybe we can be okay. Don't know where the damage is coming from is the only thing. Yeah, his damage has come from data transfer. And this is the great thing about the cult event. There's people willing to throw away their boards to play cult, and that means there's easy pickings for a carnivore like me. Which is nice. Okay, let's try and just tempo out to win. Nothing wrong from Pig. I'm going to take the health here. I will see what JJ has to offer. Nothing I want here. I would like a Piranha now, just because a Diamond Piranha would trigger a lot of times alongside the pufferfish, so I could have it as a way to charge the pufferfish, which is nice. I will take the Lord of the Waste, only because he gives double damage crit, which doesn't mean anything for my pufferfish, but can mean it for the Narwhal. He gives cooldown as well, which is nice. Lord of the Waste is really never bad to go to Lord of the Waste, because you can always get the cooldown or the foreboding winds, which is great. If I can somehow luck my way into a heavy enchantment piano, I will go insane. There's a cooldown. I'm just going to take a diamond skill. No reason to be a hero here. I will take execute. So my opponent is instantly put to 90% health. And then when they fall to 20% health, they are killed, which is great. I'm going to see what Cobble has to offer. Heavy Barracuda is great. Probably will play it over this Narwhal now, just because it's another heavy trigger, and no one really need to haste specifically. I'll just keep it where it is. Have a roll. Maybe I can find heavy Shark Ray. I will look for the Shark Ray upgrade. Could make the difference between this fight and the next. No, okay. Carnock coming off Death's Door, pretty spooky, but I'm pretty confident in my board now. Shielded Diamond Pufferfish should hopefully make the difference. I have 2 guys handing out slows which charge items. My start time is not bad at all, and I do have Execute. He does have Resto and a Condor, I'm guessing, which is pretty tough. Oh no, this is fucking Runic Claymore with 90% for it. Pretty bad for me. I think I'd probably just straight up lose to this. This can put up such an amount of shield we can't do anything about. Getting there. But he is restoing all the poison I'm putting onto him, so... Execute came in clutch and finished this guy off, which is nice. I can't tell if I would have beat this guy, actually. It's kind of close. This being Resto is pretty annoying, because it does not only heals him up, and it also purges the poison as well. And he has 100% crit. But luckily I got this shielded. I had crit scaling, which is nice. So yeah, okay, let's look at that fight one more time as we see a non-weapon aquatic friend one, which is showed a great example of showing what I talked about at the beginning, which is your gold items are going to be a lot rarer now, and so you need to be prepared to play silver items in the mid-game and rely on them more. I didn't have to play Pufferfish all the way. I could have, if I didn't find this stuff, I could have still played Tortuga eventually. But I was confident in knowing that Piano and Pufferfish and Shark Ray is a good enough board to get me to a win here. I think after, if I lost this one, I would feel a lot more spooky, because getting to day 13 and further with this would require essentially a good matchup. This was a pretty bad matchup, and I still won just by having a stronger board and relying on good skills. It's important to note that I did see Ballista 3 times, and I could have definitely pivoted to Ballista. I had a Barracuda, a Pop Snappers, a dive weight, and a Zorsid on my board, and honestly that's enough to start pivoting into Ballista. I found the Ballista on hour 1 of the day I saw it, so I could have bought it and then just started and used the rest of the day to start finding a pivot into it. So you need to be flexible, and a lot of that is reliant on the small items you have in your bag, the pivot items, and the ones I kept: dive weights, pop snappers, Bernacuda, Zorsid, lighter. I think those are kind of strong items, incendiary rounds as well, to help you be flexible with your pivot. So if you're trying to get into Legend or climb rank as much as possible for the end of the season, think about this. Make a note that you're not going to be seeing those gold items as often, and so you need to be more prepared to play around a strong silver item in the mid game, such as the ones I showed you, for example. But there's a lot more. Try and experiment. Think about what your board, your sort of day 3 board is, and what it can turn into. So if it's weapons, think about flagship, cyber psi, or scimitar. If it's haste friends, you've got a lot of options. You've got this stuff with shark crane pufferfish, you've got arbalist, you've got cauterizing blade, you've got torpedo. You can do stuff with sea dog saloon. And if it's burn, you have a few options. You can have dark water anglerfish with slow burn. You've got Oni mask. But look at the silver items. Be flexible. Have a lot of useful pivot items in your backpack. You can see my backpack was full by day 6. I only had 1 space for the items I was generating because I was ready to do pivot. And I could have played Primordial if I saw it. I saw it a bit too late. Could have definitely played Ballista. I think I was being a bit greedy by not taking that buy there. Could have potentially played Cannonade as well. Obviously could have played Tortuga, but it didn't come. And that's going to be happening a lot more often. So keep your eyes peeled.